Hey everyone, Scooby-Doo here and welcome to another 3.75 video. Today we're going to take a look at the Imperial Probe Droid. I picked this up off eBay for $4 and it's going to be my most inexpensive diorama build. And so we're going to attempt to put some extra detail on this. I actually started already. This orange part right here, this used to be like a missile and there was a piece that stuck out this back end and it would shoot out. So I kind of already cut that off. But we're going to do some dry painting on this. I got to make some kind of stand for it and then get it up onto a shelf. I hope you were able to take a look at my Hoth diorama build video. That way you can kind of see the kind of work that I do on these figures and vehicles and stuff. As far as this vehicle actually goes, it's not really articulated other than that you can move these arms like this, but they don't bend or anything. They're permanently bent at the arms. You can swivel them though. I'm not sure exactly which model this came from because I purchased it loose. Obviously, if you get a close enough a look, hopefully you'll be able to figure it out if you're deciding to make one of these yourself. Also, too, this pops open. I don't know if that actually did that in the movie or not. I wonder if this comes off. I don't know. It probably does. Anyway, so here it is. I'm going to go ahead and work on it and come back in a little bit and see what the finished product looks like. Okay, so this is the paint modification for the Imperial Probe Droid. You can see I already have it set up on the Hoth diorama type shelf. I'll get a closer look at it. All I did was, again, I did some little bit of dry painting and actually just took some white spray paint and frosted it. Added a couple of pieces of moldacine. These are just like extra pieces I took off that other shelf and just spray paint it white so it kind of looks like little pieces of snow that have built up on the droid. He's still movable. I can still move him around. The base area here, I just used another little piece of metal, cut it. Same kind of pieces of metal I used for the snow speeder. So yeah, there it is. Pretty simple 3.75 figure. We're going to pair him up with the Sideshow Snow Trooper in just a moment. But before we do, I have a bonus video for an extra 3.75 that's also going to be in my Hoth collection. So why don't you go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, so here we go. I guess this is a bonus. I was going to do a separate video on it, but I guess it's a bonus. So this is the 3.75 scale Tauntaun, the Han Solo version, because it has both of its horns. Yeah, it's plastic. So I'm going to have to do a lot of paint applications to try to bring out some of the texture. Now it's actually kind of sculpted kind of nicely, actually. I did debate on whether or not to do the Black Series one, just to have them a little bit larger, but since my other creatures, like my Bantha and stuff, are all 3.75, I figure I should keep this the same for scale reference. So anyway, so here's how he looks now. I'm going to go ahead and try to do some detail painting on him, make him look a little bit better, even though he looks kind of nice right now. And we'll see how he comes out as part of my bonus. All right. All right. Let's see what we can make him look like. Okay, and the paint applications on the Tauntaun, on his snow base. This area right here is going to be for the foot of the figure, which is going to be the Captain Han Solo, the Sideshow Captain Han Solo. I'm going to get a little bit closer look. Nothing dramatic. I just, again, added some white paint right there. just stand out a little bit more. I'll lift the camera up so you can see its head. Alright, so with him we're going to do, like I said, the Captain Han Solo. And let me show you what he looks like. And this is another reason why I do these shelves. Well, I do the shelves because they're fun to do. And I'm creative. Or I try to be creative. The camera up here. Pretty cool looking figure. And you see how they gave it a base? Which looks really nice. But they don't give bases like that for all the figures. So I don't want to have, like for instance with the Snow Trooper, which is right there. I don't believe he came with a base like that. So, now watch me be wrong. I don't know. I don't think he did. But in any case, they all don't come that way. And so I like to see something more like that. So, if I can't have them on all the figures, I'm not going to have them on any of them. So that's why I build, again, these shelves. Really cool. I like all the extra equipment you get with them. I like his jacket and the fur. I'm going to keep his goggles and everything on because the Sideshow head sculpts aren't as good as the Hot Toys ones. And since I already have a Hot Toys Han Solo on the wall already, I don't want to have two different Han Solos and them not look the same. I did the same thing with my Luke Skywalkers, and actually when we go to put these up on the wall, I will show you what I did for the Luke Skywalkers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get both of these figures up on the shelves and then up on the wall, and then we'll see what they look like. Alright, let's take a look at our two new shelves for our Star Wars wall. I think both of them came out pretty well. I would like to have a little bit more room. And space them a little bit better, but this is all the space that I had, so actually added a few more little snow mounds onto the Hoth diorama. And if you saw where those lights turned off, they're actually motion censored lights. Alright, if you have any questions or comments regarding my Hoth shelves, feel free to leave them down below. Next, we're going to be working on the Planet Indoor shelves. We already have this one up. Your guys' favorite. I'm always getting thumbs up for this one. We're going to add a couple more shelves the same way we did over there with a couple other vehicles and figures. And then a little bit after that, we got the Boba Fett, Tatooine. And then we should be getting in the Yoda, the brand new Yoda, 1/6 scale, I think, in January. Side note to what I was talking about earlier about the head sculpts. This is actually the Sideshow Luke Skywalker X-Wing figure, but the head sculpt is actually Hot Toys. And what I did is I just switched out the head sculpt with this Hot Toys figure, and then I put the helmet on his face so he couldn't see it. Because I just didn't really like the head sculpt on the Sideshow one. Also, too, I added this Rebel Trooper to the top shelf. Didn't show this on the last video. I don't know if I'm going to keep him up there or not. I mean, he goes. That kind of goes with that scene. So we might keep him up there. And then I did add Darth Vader's lightsaber for this diorama. Alright, so you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I shall talk to you guys later. Don't forget, I do have the Back to the Future stuff coming up in a few weeks. And again, I will start working on my Planet Indoor. I'll talk to you guys later.